Hello friends, welcome to Single Player. JRPGs, or Japanese role-playing games, are a genre of video games that originated in Japan and feature distinctive elements such as anime-style graphics, turn-based or action combat, character customization, and immersive storytelling. JRPGs have a long history and a loyal fan base, especially on PlayStation consoles, where some of the most iconic franchises and titles have been released. The PS5, the latest generation of Sony's console, offers a great platform for JRPG fans to enjoy some of the best games in the genre, both old and new. With enhanced graphics, performance, and features, the PS5 can deliver stunning visuals, smooth gameplay, and immersive sound for JRPGs. Whether you prefer classic turn-based combat or fast-paced action, fantasy or sci-fi settings, linear or open-world exploration, there is a JRPG for you on the PS5. So, without further ado, let's begin our quest. In this video, you'll find a list of the top 15 best Japanese role-playing games on PS5. Valkyrie Elysium is a game that tries to revive the classic Valkyrie Profile series, but with mixed results. The game is set in the midst of Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse, and follows a newly created Valkyrie who must fight against the forces of evil. The game features a hack-and-slash combat system that is fast and fluid, but also repetitive and shallow. The game also suffers from bland level design, poor graphics, and a weak story that fails to capture the charm and depth of the original games. However, Valkyrie Elysium is not without its merits. The game has a diverse cast of characters that join the Valkyrie on her quest, each with their own personality and backstory. The game also offers some customization options for the weapons, skills, and outfits of the Valkyrie and her allies. The game has a decent length of about 20 hours, and some replay value with multiple endings and difficulty modes. Valkyrie Elysium is a game that might appeal to fans of the genre or the franchise, but it is not a game that will impress or surprise anyone. Neptunia Reverse is a remastered version of the 2013 Vita remake of the original Hyperdimension Neptunia game, which features the goddesses of game industry, a world inspired by video game consoles and culture. The game is a turn-based RPG with colorful graphics, quirky humor, and a lot of fanservice. The PS5 version adds some new features, such as a fishing minigame, a new arrange mode that lets you customize your party, and improve performance and resolution. The game is aimed at fans of the Neptunia series and newcomers who want to experience the first adventure of Neptune and her friends. The game has a lot of content, with over 30 hours of gameplay, multiple endings, and dozens of optional quests and dungeons. The game also has a lot of references and jokes about gaming history and industry, which can be amusing or annoying depending on your taste. The game's combat system is simple but fun, with different combos, skills, and transformations to use. The game's story is lighthearted and silly, but also has some emotional moments and character development. Star Ocean: The Divine Force is the latest installment in the long-running sci-fi JRPG series that features an original story, a revamped combat system, and the freedom to explore planets. The game follows the adventures of Rei, a space merchant who crash-lands on a medieval-like world, and Laetitia, a princess who seeks to protect her kingdom from an invading empire. The player can choose to follow either of their perspectives and witness how their actions have cosmic consequences. The game's combat is fast-paced and fun, allowing the player to switch between 4 characters and use various skills and items. The game also introduces the DUMA system, which lets the player customize their own mecha and use it in battles. The game's graphics are impressive, especially on PS5, with smooth animations and detailed environments. However, the game also suffers from some flaws, such as a bland user interface, a lack of a new Game Plus option, and some technical issues. Cris Tales is a beautiful and charming JRPG that pays homage to the classics of the genre while adding a unique twist of time manipulation. You play as Crisbell, a young time mage who can see and alter the past, present, and future on one screen. Along with her quirky companions, she embarks on a quest to stop the evil Time Empress from destroying the world. The game features a colorful and whimsical art style, a captivating story, and a rich and diverse world to explore. However, Cris Tales also suffers from some flaws that prevent it from reaching its full potential. The combat system is repetitive and tedious, with limited options and strategies. The game also has some technical issues, such as frame rate drops and long loading times. The difficulty curve is uneven, and some puzzles can be frustrating or unclear. Cris Tales is a game that has a lot of heart and creativity, but also some rough edges that need polishing. Soul Hackers 2 is a JRPG that revives a long-dormant series from Atlus with a cyberpunk twist. You play as Ringo, a human construct created by an AI, who must save the world from a mysterious threat. Along the way, you will meet a colorful cast of characters, each with their own personal struggles and motivations. You will also encounter and recruit demons, who will aid you in turn-based battles against enemies. The game has a stylish and vibrant presentation, with detailed character and demon models, and lively environments. The story is engaging and explores themes of humanity, identity, and destiny. The combat system is familiar but fun, allowing you to exploit enemy weaknesses and fuse demons to create more powerful allies. However, the game also suffers from some drawbacks, such as repetitive level design, generic plot elements, and lack of innovation. Soul Hackers 2 is a solid JRPG that fans of the genre will enjoy, but it does not stand out much from other similar titles. Scarlet Nexus is a fast-paced action RPG that combines elements from character action games and JRPGs. The game features two distinct campaigns that follow the stories of Yuto and Kasane, two psionic warriors who fight against monstrous creatures called Others in a futuristic world. The combat system is flashy and satisfying, allowing the player to use various psychic abilities and switch between different squadmates. The game also has a rich and complex plot that reveals the secrets and conspiracies behind the OSF and the Others. The game is not without its flaws, however. The level design is linear and repetitive, with little exploration and variety. The story can be confusing and convoluted at times, especially when switching between the two perspectives. The graphics are stylized and colorful, but not very impressive for a PS5 game. The voice acting and dialogue are also inconsistent, ranging from good to cheesy. Despite these issues, Scarlet Nexus is an enjoyable and unique experience that offers a lot of content and replay value for fans of action RPGs. Tactics Ogre Reborn is a remastered version of the classic strategy RPG that was originally released for the SNES and later for the PSP. The game offers two different campaigns that follow the paths of Dinam, a young Wallister who leads a rebellion against the oppressive Bakram and Galgastani factions, and Keisha, his sister who joins the Holy Lotosian Empire. The game features a deep and complex story that branches depending on the player's choices and actions, as well as a tactical combat system that allows the player to use various classes, skills, and items. The game also boasts improved graphics and sound, as well as updated game design and quality of life enhancements. The game is not perfect, however. The game can be very challenging and unforgiving, especially for newcomers who are not familiar with the genre or the mechanics. The game can also be very long and repetitive, with many battles and dialogue scenes that can drag on for hours. The game's visuals are stylized and colorful, but not very impressive for a PS5 game. The game's voice acting and dialogue are also inconsistent, ranging from good to cheesy. Despite these flaws, Tactics Ogre Reborn is a rewarding and immersive experience that offers a lot of content and replay value for fans of strategy RPGs. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is a stunning remaster of the PSP classic that tells the story of Zack Fair, a soldier who dreams of becoming a hero like Sephiroth. The game features a revamped combat system that is fast-paced and fluid, with a unique slot machine mechanic that adds some randomness and excitement to the battles. The graphics are gorgeous, with Unreal Engine 4 bringing the world of Midgar and beyond to life in high definition. The voice acting and music are also top-notch, with familiar tunes and characters from the Final Fantasy VII universe. However, Crisis Core is not without its flaws. The game still suffers from some of the original's design choices, such as repetitive missions, linear progression, and lack of exploration. The story can also be cheesy and melodramatic at times, with some scenes and dialogues that feel out of place or unnecessary. The game also assumes that the player is familiar with the events and lore of Final Fantasy VII, which can make some plot points confusing or unclear for newcomers. Despite these issues, Crisis Core is a must-play for fans of Final Fantasy VII and action RPGs in general, as it offers a thrilling and emotional prequel that expands on one of the most beloved stories in gaming history. Chained Echoes is a stunning homage to the 16-bit era of JRPGs, combining a rich and engaging story with a vibrant and colorful world. The game features a diverse cast of characters, each with their own personality and backstory, as they embark on an epic adventure across the war-torn continent of Valandis. The game also offers a unique blend of mechs and magic, allowing players to customize their sky armors and unleash powerful skills in turn-based battles. The game is a delight for fans of classic JRPGs, as it pays tribute to many of the genre's iconic elements, such as airships, dungeons, puzzles, and secrets. The game also adds some modern touches, such as fast travel, quest tracking, and a dynamic soundtrack. The game is well crafted and polished, with beautiful pixel art graphics and smooth animations. Chained Echoes is a must-play for anyone who loves JRPGs, as it delivers a nostalgic and satisfying experience that will keep you hooked for hours. Final Fantasy XVI is a stunning and immersive game that delivers a captivating story, thrilling combat, and breathtaking visuals. The game takes place in the land of Valisthea, where 6 nations are locked in a struggle for power and survival. You play as Clive Rosfield, a young knight who must protect his brother Joshua, the dominant of the Phoenix. Along the way, you will encounter allies and enemies, explore diverse regions, and face the threat of the Icons, powerful beasts that can unleash devastating attacks. The game features a real-time action combat system that allows you to switch between different weapons and abilities, as well as summon your icon for a limited time. The combat is fast-paced and challenging, requiring you to dodge, parry, and counter your foes. The game also offers a variety of customization options for your character, such as outfits, accessories, and skill trees. The game's graphics are stunning, with realistic lighting, shadows, and textures. The game also boasts an impressive soundtrack that enhances the mood and atmosphere of each scene. Final Fantasy XVI is a must-play game for fans of the series and newcomers alike. It is one of the best games on the PS5 and a worthy addition to the Final Fantasy legacy. Tales of Arise is a stunning JRPG that breathes new life into the Tales series. The game features a captivating story of 2 worlds, Dana and Rena, that are bound by a cruel fate. The main characters, Alphen and Xion, are both outcasts who must overcome their differences and work together to challenge the oppressive regime of Rena. Along the way, they meet other memorable characters who join their cause and enrich their journey. The game also boasts a fast-paced and fluid combat system that is easy to learn but hard to master. The battles are dynamic and thrilling, with each character having their own unique skills and abilities. The game also allows you to customize your party members' equipment, arts, and accessories to suit your playstyle. The graphics are gorgeous, with a watercolor-like aesthetic that makes the world feel alive and vibrant. The voice acting is superb, with a stellar cast that brings the characters to life. Tales of Arise is not only one of the best Tales games, but one of the best the PS5 has to offer. Octopath Traveler 2 is a stunning sequel that improves upon the original in every aspect. The game features 8 new travelers, each with their own captivating story and unique skills. The HD 2D graphics are gorgeous, creating a vibrant and immersive world that changes from day to night. The turn-based combat system is deep and strategic, allowing you to customize your travelers' jobs and skills, and use the break and boost system to unleash powerful attacks. Octopath Traveler 2 is a must-play for fans of classic JRPGs, as well as newcomers who want to experience a rich and rewarding adventure. The game also offers a lot of content and replay value, as you can explore different paths and choices with each traveler. You can also interact with the townspeople using your path actions, which can help you gain items, information, allies, or enemies. The game has a great balance between challenge and accessibility, as you can adjust the difficulty level and encounter rate to suit your preference. The game also has a wonderful soundtrack that complements the mood and atmosphere of each scene. Yakuza Like a Dragon is a brilliant RPG that offers a refreshing change of pace for the long-running franchise. The game features a new protagonist, Ichiban Kasuga, who is a lovable and charismatic hero with a strong sense of justice. The game also introduces a turn-based combat system that is fast-paced, strategic, and full of hilarious and over-the-top moves. The game's story is engaging and thrilling, with plenty of twists and turns that keep you hooked until the end. The game also boasts a huge and vibrant open world that is filled with activities, minigames, side quests, and secrets to discover. The game's humor is one of its strongest points, as it constantly makes fun of itself and other genres. The game's characters are well written and memorable, each with their own personality and backstory. The game's graphics are stunning on the PS5, with smooth performance and enhanced visuals. Yakuza Like a Dragon is a must-play for fans of the series and newcomers alike, as it offers a unique and satisfying RPG experience that you won't forget. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is a stunning upgrade of the already amazing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which reimagines the classic RPG with modern graphics, gameplay, and storytelling. The PS5 version enhances the visuals, performance, and features of the game, making it a must-play for fans and newcomers alike. The game also includes a new episode that focuses on Yuffie, a fan-favorite character who joins the fight against Shinra with her own unique style and abilities. The game is a joy to play, thanks to the smooth and responsive combat system that blends real-time action and strategic commands. The game also offers different difficulty modes, a photo mode, and a classic mode that mimics the turn-based battles of the original. The story is rich and engaging, with memorable characters, emotional moments, and surprising twists. The new episode adds more depth and variety to the game, as Yuffie and her partner Sonnen infiltrate Midgar and encounter new enemies, allies, and secrets. The episode also features a new summon, Fort Condor mini-game, and boss battles that are challenging and satisfying. Persona 5 Royal is a masterpiece of a JRPG that offers a rich and immersive experience for both newcomers and veterans of the series. The game features a captivating story, memorable characters, stylish visuals, catchy music, and addictive gameplay that will keep you hooked for hours. Whether you are exploring the metropolis of Tokyo, infiltrating the twisted palaces of corrupted individuals, or bonding with your confidants, Persona 5 Royal never fails to deliver a satisfying and rewarding adventure. The PS5 version of Persona 5 Royal enhances the game with a smoother frame rate, faster loading times, and improved graphics. The game also includes new content and features that expand the original Persona 5 story, such as a new semester, a new palace, 2 new confidants, and more. Persona 5 Royal is the definitive edition of one of the best games of all time, and a must-play for any fan of the genre. If you are looking for a game that will challenge your mind, touch your heart, and make you feel alive, Persona 5 Royal is the game for you. Okay friends, so that was our version of the top 15 best Japanese role-playing games on PS5. If you have any questions, suggestions, criticisms, or in your opinion there are other best PS5 Japanese role-playing games that should be on that list, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments below. Of course, we will provide more game information in the future, so subscribe and keep watching Single Player to get other interesting game information from us. Thanks for watching and see you next time.